Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time since I've been in front of the camera. It has been a busy month for me. We had a whole week without power. Apologize for the rooster in the background. We had a whole week without power after an ice storm here, and then just a few short days after that I got sick and actually lost my voice for almost an entire week. I was just at a whisper, so any video that I would have done wouldn't have been any good for you because there would have been no audio. So you probably might even hear my voice not 100% back to normal, but I'm very, very close. And I feel just fine. It's just a little bit of lingering laryngitis that I had. But anyway, it's a beautiful sunny day here in March in Ohio. We're in that time period where temperatures are 60 one day and then 20 the next day. We're still getting frost in the morning. It's warming up now. It's still in the upper 30s at the moment, so it's still a little chilly out here, but it is a beautiful day. Happy to see the sun. I'm happy to see the days getting longer. I'm sure you guys are in the same boat if you live in a northern portion of this hemisphere and you have long, cold, or dark, cold days, I should say. We have a few spring things that I always like to do. One is I want to get these fruit trees pruned up. We want to take care of anything that's dead, broken, or just normal pruning, like opening up the middle and keeping the branches growing outward like we want to. And then I'm just going to do a quick update on things that are going on around here. And we'll take you around and show you what we got going on in the coming weeks. And I just thought it'd be good to get the camera back out, update you all, let you know I'm still alive, still here, and we'll get to work. This particular tree got almost destroyed by a buck, a white-tailed deer. I'm not sure it's even still alive, but I have nothing to lose by trying to prune it up. It looks pretty dead. Not sure. Worst case, it won't grow. Best case, we'll get some new growth on there. I don't know. Let's see what happens. I don't know if you can see that on camera or not, but I hope that rub from a buck on this tree didn't kill this tree too. Still feels pretty green, but apparently I wasn't doing my job this year deer hunting right here in my backyard. Well, if you watched our goal video earlier this year, one of my big goals for 2022 was to raise some pastured pigs or forested pigs. And this barn behind me is where I'm going to start the pigs out at. You have to give them a week or two with a training pen and a physical fence to actually learn about the electric fence. And so I'll have electric fence inside of a penned off area here. I'm going to just use this little grassy spot and the hillside behind me. I'll throw in a shot here of what it looks like around the barn area and create like a little barnyard in this area right here. And the pig panels, I'm just going to buy hog panels and use those to set on T-post to kind of give them their initial pig pen with a hot wire inside of that so that they learn about electric fence. And then around the back side of this barn is a real brushy kind of hillside area with tons and tons of underbrush. And pigs are pretty good about clearing out a landscape. They're not miracle workers, but as you can see from this footage here, that this area is extremely brushy. And there's no way I'm going to get in here with my tractor and just clean all this out. So I need some animals to help me to do that. The hope is that they'll start to clear out some of the understory and make it so that I can get in here and do some cleanup. Or that when we run the next round of pigs behind them at some point, they just continue the work and make it better. So that's just right around the back side of the barn, and my hope is that we'll go right from the training pen right to the back side of the barn, and we can work our way along the edge of the pasture out this way where you've seen me work on the tractor doing brush hogging and different work, that we can just work our way down the wood line and reclaim some of that pasture's edge, because I think that some of that could be restored to pasture eventually if we had the right animals clearing, or if we were able to come through with a mulcher or a brush hog or something behind them. So that's the plan. This year is going to be kind of a test run. We're going to have to see what pigs are available, what kind of customers I can line up for those pigs. But ideally, I'd like to run at least one batch of 4 to 8 pigs. I think I mentioned that in our goal video back in January. If we're lucky, we might try to run 2 batches, but right now the whole idea is just to learn this year, so that next year we can kind of hit the ground running. So I've slowly been gathering up the supplies needed, the fencing and the poly wire and the reels, and I still got to buy some posts and some different things. I just purchased the fence charger yesterday. It's an 8-joule charger that I bought from Premier One Fencing and Supplies, and I was really debating between it and the Speedrite. I know Speedrite is an excellent brand, but the one I was comparing it to is only a 3-joule for the same price. So I took a gamble on the Premier One. It's not many reviews and things out there on that, but we'll see how it does. But I think that's going to be exciting. It's going to be here before we know it. We'll have little piglets running around, and I'll be sure to bring you guys along for that. Let's go check out some of the other things we're working on right now. Well, behind me we have really 2 projects. Obviously with the firewood, we've got a lot of firewood left to cut. A lot of you watched the log truck video where I purchased a load of logs, and a couple videos after that where I was working on this. I still don't have my Stihl MS260 exactly dialed in like I want. It's cutting a lot better now that I've replaced the sprocket, which some of you saw. But I do think that my bar is probably worn uneven. And I really want to thank Mountain Life with David and Kelsey. Thanks, David, for pointing that out. I think you were one of the first ones that mentioned that to me. And the more research that I do, I really do think that might be part of my problem. So I'm going to look into that. I don't have a way right now to grind that bar down easily. I just don't have something to keep the bar at a 90-degree angle to whatever it is I'm going to use to file that or sand that or grind that down to even up those bar rails. But David, thank you so much for pointing that out. I know he's seen some of the videos here, he's commented and tried to help, and I really do. Like I've said so many times, I appreciate the expertise and the comments that are out there from a lot of you, and that was really helpful. So it's cutting better, but it could do it's not grabbing and pulling like you'd expect a chainsaw to. So we're going to work on that and get that dialed in. Then back behind me you can see the chicken coop. I built that in 2020 when we were stuck at home and quarantining from life, you know how it was. We decided to get into chickens, and I built that chicken coop then. I wish now that it was bigger, because something about getting chickens, you start out with 5 or 6 or 7 chickens and suddenly you have 50. That's kind of where I've ended up. And I'd like it to be bigger. I may try to expand that, but one of the most essential things I want to do is I want to make that chicken coop mobile. So what I'm planning to do is just to put some rails or skids underneath it so that I could pull it around with my tractor. I'd like to not have it in the same place all the time, because my fields and my yard and grass and pasture could benefit from these chickens. So the idea will be to pull it around the different pasture areas and fence it off with my 2 rolls of electric netting from Premier One Fencing, and keep that fence hot to keep the predators out, and let them have fresh grass as often as they need it. Just move them to the next spot and let them do some work for me fertilizing pastures. So that's another thing. And then of course back behind the chicken coop you can see the barn we were just at, where we were talking about the pigs. So kind of a multi-stage process here that I'm thinking through in my mind, that even after the pigs go through the wood lines, I might allow the chickens into that area to scratch and root around and peck around, to continue to fertilize that area, and then broadcast seed behind the pigs or chickens, one or the other, and kind of restore some of that woodland edge to like a silvo pasture style. So those are the things going on outside. Let's go look inside. Well, this is the big project for the spring right now. We have this bedroom and bathroom almost completely gutted. You may have heard me say before, this is the last thing on the main level of the house that we have not pretty much gutted down to the studs. So we're no stranger to renovation. We've done a ton of renovation here in this particular house in the last 5 years that we've lived here. Actually it'll be 6 years this summer that we've been here. Anyways, so the bedroom's gutted down to the studs. We removed the closet. The plan is to rebuild a closet there, or put in some kind of a set of like linen closet type system that we may buy. We're not sure what we're going to do there yet. Re-drywall the bedroom, completely redo the electrical. I ripped all the electrical out. There was a lot of old wiring and cloth wiring and stuff like that in here. Hardwood floors in here, and then the bathroom wall will be moved back. I already moved the bedroom door down to accommodate for that, and we're going to replumb and redo everything in the bathroom. It'll be a completely new layout. Before there was like a 3-foot, maybe 2-foot, 2.5-foot stand-up shower in there, just like a corner shower like you'd expect. A toilet and a single sink. Well, by moving the wall and reconfiguring some things and overtaking an old closet, we're going to put the toilet over here where the closet used to be. Actually, no, we're going to put the toilet over here where the sink used to be. This closet, instead of having access into the bedroom, will be a linen closet and towel closet for the bathroom. And then there'll be a vanity along this wall closer to you, and a full bathtub will extend underneath the longest wall in here. So it'll be a complete change, and something really nice and relaxing, hopefully for my wife and I, because we've redone every portion of the house: living room, kitchen, boys' bedrooms, hallways, their playroom, common area. All that's been redone, and we've waited on our own master bedroom and master bathroom. So we are excited to get that done and put that behind us. And then I really want to start focusing on the outside. So I'm going to be trying to work hard on this to get this completed and moving along, so that I can focus outside this summer and fall. So anyway, those are the things I've been working on. I know that I've kind of been steering clear of YouTube, not on purpose, but just because so many things have been coming up. And I really do appreciate all you guys watching. I'll try to get those videos back up on a more regular basis now that we're settling into some projects here. I'll bring you guys along, keep you updated. Definitely keep you updated on the farm type videos. I know a lot of you are here for the firewood and the animals and the chickens. I don't have a whole lot of good feedback on these renovation type videos. I'm no wild, wonderful off-grid or any of the other maybe renovating type channels you might watch. So that's not really my thing, but I'll keep you updated on the progress and what we're up to. So appreciate you guys watching. Leave me a comment down in the comments below. Say hello to me. Welcome to all the new subscribers. We're approaching 800. I'm really excited about that. So if you're new here, leave a comment. Tell me you're here. Tell me where you're from. I'd like to say hello to you. I do try to take time to comment back to everybody who says hello. So thank you guys. God bless and stay safe.